Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, beautiful viewers. I'm super excited for today's reading. I do have a collective message here for you guys. If you are drawn to this pile and the title of this video, you can go straight away. Although I am being guided to say if you have clicked on this video, then this message is most likely for you. I know a lot of you guys probably find me through my love readings, and that is absolutely wonderful. Yeah. It's great. And my whole intention here is to help heal. The best way for us to understand ourselves is through relationship. And we certainly can only see ourselves through another. All right. And sometimes we definitely come across catalysts in situations, circumstances, and relationships in which we might find ourselves lost or completely not certain exactly why we're experiencing suffering or challenge. And so my intention here is always to help guide you through this journey of maybe what started off as about someone else, something else, into the inward journey of healing and looking at self. So Spirit really wanted to communicate to you guys, if you are feeling stuck on someone, just know that everything that you feel you are lacking is within you. The only reason you may feel lack is because you are not expressing said thing that you feel you're lacking. And I know that is challenging to hear, because you might say, I feel great love for this person, or I have done XYZ. But what Spirit is really saying here is, if you are feeling like you are missing understanding from this person, then seek to understand. All right. If you feel like this person is not loving, then go give love to everything and everyone. If you feel like you are not receiving forgiveness, then go forgive everything, including self. So everything you seek is already inside you. And if you are feeling lack, then this is because there is something within you you are not giving. All right. And we might think we are giving it, but if it is coming from a place of ego, which is a place of illusion, a place of mind, then Spirit does not see that as coming from the heart space, which is true unconditional love, which is very different. All right, so when we are giving from a genuine place of source, then it is bound to come back to us tenfold. Okay, so I just want you guys to know that you are loved, and that when we start this journey, we start because we are going through suffering or pain or frustration, and we might get stuck here for a bit. And so I am not wanting you to maintain in some sort of energy of seeking answers for the same thing continuously in a vicious loop. All right, so if you feel stuck on someone, if you feel stuck in a situation, relationship that seems to keep you in some sort of state, just know that you have the ability to change this. Only you can liberate yourself from this by changing your own feelings. Okay, so allow yourself to feel, but really go deep and unravel why it is you're feeling the way you're feeling. Bring that to the surface so that you can work with that, and slowly you can heal, and slowly you can then turn this from a journey of outward seeking to inward ascension and growth, which is essentially what my channel is meant to do. Although I know I bring a lot of people here through the relationship readings, like I said, and that's absolutely fine. But I really hope that the main goal here is always for you to seek the greatest version of yourself through deeper understanding of where you might be acting out of subconscious, maybe where you might be acting out of ego, maybe where you might be suffering for no real need to suffer, okay? And I know that might be challenging for some people to hear, okay? But this is what my message is all about. And I am definitely so glad that you are here and that I'm a part of this journey. And I will continue to do these love readings. And if you are in that phase, that is absolutely okay. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. There's no shame in any of this. The only message I am trying to convey is for us to seek deeper, for us to return back to self, which is really a journey about self. And people are great catalysts to love, is a great catalyst for us to reflect back to us so that we can get a deeper understanding of who we are and what we're meant to do. So what you're meant to do, beautiful viewer, is something greater than this, okay? You are worthy, deserving, and your purpose is much greater than this. There is no other person on earth who is going to validate what you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to be feeling. This is the journey. This is the journey of understanding, once we heal, that we have the power to feel what it is that we're supposed to be feeling, that is authentic and aligned to the truth and not an illusion of ego and conditioning. All right, so that's my message, and let's get into your reading. All right, so if you did stick around for that, I love you guys very much. Thank you so much, and I do wish you guys continued healing on your journey. We are looking at today a person on your mind and how you think this person sees you / feels or thinks about you. And then we're going to look at how they actually see you, okay? Or feel about you or think about you, however it comes through. So your perception of what they're seeing about you or how they perceive you, and then how they're actually perceiving you. And the connection might come through as well, but I'm intending this to be more about you. But of course, you have a connection with this person, so the connection can certainly come up, okay? So option 1, we have the Wild Unknown Tarot. This is pile 1. Pile 2 is the Murder of Crows Tarot. Option 3 is the Pot Tarot. And option number 4 is the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot. So your piles will be in the description box and in the pinned comment with the timestamp. It will take you directly to your pick. If you feel as though the energy is crisscrossed, then it could certainly be that you've tapped into your own energy and how you're seeing and thinking of your person. Okay? So just crisscross the energy if you need to, or go check out another pile if you're getting the inverse of what you came here for. I hope that makes sense, and I will see you at your pick. Hello, my beautiful pile 1. You picked the Wild Unknown Tarot. I don't know how much tarot we're going to be using because I did pre-shuffle the oracles. But we do have this tarot put aside here in case we need it. We're looking at the person you came here about, the person on your mind, and how you think this person sees you, okay? How they see you, what you think that they think of you or feel about you, and or the connection, however it comes through. But I do intend it to be more about you than the connection, but we'll see, like I said, what pulls through. And then we're looking at how this person actually sees you, okay? How they see you, what they feel about you, and what they think of you. So let's start. I will ask, though, that you use your intuition. This isn't something new. This will be something that will confirm what you already know. And if this feels like how you see your person, think of your person, then that means you've tapped into your own energy. And you might want to go check out another pile so that you get the inverse of what this is about. Okay, so let us begin. We have the inventor. All right. And this is how you think they see you. We have the tailor, attention to detail, and then pride. And we have storyteller, light attribute, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Shadow attribute, making up tales that harm others. And spider. And vulture, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for confirmation. And we have the dawn with number 2. It says, do not be discouraged if things look dark and hopeless. The sun rises each day, revealing new possibilities and renewed hope. I'm going to move your tarot pack there, and I'm just going to put that right here. The dawn. We have power. Wow. And we have clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. And we have the nectar with 58. And we have wise salt with 28, or the number 10. Okay. We have change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. And we have 62 with the lonely journey of the priestess. And we have black-footed cat. Aw. It says the smallest cat in Africa. The cat gets its name from the color of the hairs that line the underside of its legs, protecting it from the hot desert floor. A shy creature, it hunts at night and takes refuge in abandoned burrows during the day. Its small size does not stop it from having a resilient personality. When it feels like someone bigger is attacking it, it defends itself fiercely. Okay, I think I am going to pull some tarot here. Spirit, clear and concise message here for pile 1, how they think their person perceives them, sees them, thinks of them, feels about them. Clear and concise for the greatest and highest good of pile 1, Spirit. Please protect me as I channel this message and the viewer as I deliver this message. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I am truly blessed. Thank you so, so much. I am being called to cut this. We have the Son of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Son of Cups, and I am going to read them all in the upright. And we have the Eight of Cups. I'll put this over here, and I will move these oracle cards over here. Okay, so just give me a second here to tap into what this energy is. So a big energy was coming through here in the collective realm, but also of somebody who is kind of on their own mission, very determined to accomplish something at almost all costs. Like, you feel like this person sees you as somebody who is kind of walking some path that you're being called to do, but it's like you're creating something, or you have a vision of something that you're trying to make happen. And maybe you feel like this person feels like you've been at it for quite some time. You haven't given up. You see this person as seeing you as someone who might be sometimes a little bit not narrow-minded so much as a thinker, but on this mission of only seeing sort of one path. And that is the one path of a vision that you have here, or a dream that you have of creating something. So maybe you're putting something together that you've been spending a lot of time on. and it hasn't always been successful, or you're not quite there yet, and you're trying to attain something, and so you're very dedicated, determined, focused, regardless of what this person says or thinks that you should do, and that you're prioritizing this above relationship, prioritizing this above a lot of things in your life, that you will kind of stop at nothing to create this. And that part of this, you're thinking they think, is not maybe all in reality. Like there's parts of this journey that maybe you think they want you to accept or to see at face value, but you're maybe convincing yourself in a way that things are different so that you can have an outcome here, or attain some sort of dream vision. It's really something creative here, okay? So I don't know what you're inventing or creating or putting all of your effort in towards something here, that it might challenge you in other areas of your life. So other areas might fall apart, like this connection, because you are very focused on what this is. And so you feel like this person sees you as somebody who is experienced in this, who is kind of the leader in this field, if you will. So you do command a lot of respect in this, and you know what it is that you are doing, because you have a lot of experience here and a lot of wisdom and understanding of what this is. But that this is your kind of your life source. Okay, so if you are heavily career focused, then it's kind of like that's your priority here. If it's not about like a career so much as it is an endeavor or some sort of project that you're working on, it is your top priority here. But maybe that hasn't, like you feel like maybe other people don't believe in you, or that this is an impossible dream that you've been on, and that this person thinks you're kind of going rogue or doing whatever you can here. And if other people question it, you can become quite defensive here, but you're doing what you can to follow this, because there is some sort of truth here. But there's a small energy coming through here, and it feels like new energy, that you are shifting, because you've been in this energy for a very long time. Okay, a very long time, but you're shifting into someone who might be paying more mind to relationship, this connection specifically. And maybe you're looking at what it would take to maybe shift your energy towards not being so consumed with this, that there is a greater truth here, purpose for you, and it could certainly be outside of this focus that you've had for so long, that you see this person seeing you as now being open to maybe shifting gears in some way that you haven't before, that you're now open or seeing some value in, and maybe changing things in some way. Although lots of creativity coming through, lots of wisdom, lots of like mind sort of wisdom here. Like there's a lot of intellect coming through, and something very strong about time and how long this is taking. Okay, but there's also a heaviness here of not kind of getting the emotional satisfaction, the support, the buy-in, and having to carry something kind of alone that you believe in very strongly, and suffering as a result of having such a strong faith or belief in something that not a lot of people are supportive of, or maybe this person hasn't always believed in you in some way. And so you've had to do things, and I think maybe you've had to do things in this connection that put this connection secondary to what this is. And that you kind of can control or have the power to either give to this connection, or you're kind of in control of why this connection is where it's at, is kind of what I'm feeling here. All right, so this is what I see here for how you think this person sees you, is seeing you, or thinks of you. Let's take a look at how they're actually seeing you. right. So we have Green Man. We have the Shepherd Celebration Family. We have Hedonist. Light attributes inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. Shadow attributes pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. I don't know that I like that there so much. All right, and we have Cardinal. We have Frog. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the Resolute with number 17 or the number 8. It says, if you do not resolve to be patient and endure tough times, success may appear to you to be always in the future or in another's power. If you do not resolve to be patient and endure tough times, success may appear to you to be always in the future or in another's power. Okay. We have self-doubt. We have Coffee Cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. We have the Temple, 39, or the number 12, or the number 3. We have Lightning, number 13. And we see the egg here cracking in the middle with the serpent. 13 is the death card in the tarot. We have reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what bring you joy and who and what don't. It's time for some cleanup, some life cleanup. Service, 22, or the number 4. And we have Namib sand gecko. It says, this little lizard, webbed feet, help it dig deep burrows in the sands of Namib Desert in southern Africa. This gecko ventures onto the surface only at night when the temperature drops to hunt insects and spiders. Its translucent skin helps it to blend into landscape, and its large eyes with vertical pupils give it good night vision. We have the Adelaide penguin. It says the Adelaide penguin is identified by its characteristic black back, white belly, and white-rimmed eyes. This Antarctic marine bird spends most of its time in the water. In the summer, it nests on the mainland in vast colonies of several thousand individuals. To reach land, it is able to jump out of the water with a quick sprint at 2 meters, which is 6.5 feet high. Okay, something was coming through with this now, with how you're thinking they perceive you. Something did come about you being kind of like petite here is what I'm getting in size, but maybe being, having to fight your way through something large. But also I was picking up that something was changing here, but I feel like maybe what's changing in this connection is that you might feel like this person wants you to walk away from this thing, this endeavor, this project that hasn't been fruitful, and that you're maybe very focused on this thing that you haven't been able to walk away, or that it's not emotionally fulfilling for you in some way, or hasn't been recently because it hasn't produced abundance in some way. Okay, so either you are changing to walk away, or you are now kind of in the energy with this person that they're asking you to do something here. So what I see here with this person is this does feel like a family member to me, okay? Or at least they're coming from it from a very family member type place, which is wanting the very, very, very best for you. It almost feels parental in a way, because to me it feels like this person sees you doing something here that I don't know, like it's like they want better for you, and that they might see you as someone who is doing something at all costs, but there's a greater purpose maybe outside of this that maybe you haven't seen yet or are not able to see in some way. This feels kind of, yeah, like I said, family or ancestral in some way here, but There is part of this person that sees you as doing something here that is very brave, because you are following a passion that maybe not a lot of people have as much conviction. So they do see this determination, but they see something as a limitation here for your full potential is what I see. That you might be hanging on to a vision of something here and very stuck with that because of the fact that you may not want to put yourself in a vulnerable position to experience something greater in case for whatever reason it, sticking to what you know kind of thing, big fish in a little pond rather than going to explore elsewhere is kind of what I feel. This person feels like you kind of try to solve things alone when you don't have to, and that you have a good insight when it comes to things here, but that maybe you keep things very surface level, or shut out in some way because of the fact that you don't want to kind of open the page or open the door to a different version of yourself, possibility of yourself that could experience something else and maybe find challenge there, but still grow through that and expand your potential. This person feels like you're hanging on to this vision of what you can create here as something that's going to happen for you, but it's kind of clouding your vision, and it's also what's creating the challenge in your sort of in your everyday world. It's almost like you're creating the suffering in some way, by maintaining such a strong conviction of something here at all costs, almost to not be open to a different possibility. So they do see something toxic about this. Okay, I'm just reading what I see here. So they feel like you there's parts of your life here that this person sees as not healthy. Okay, and I get with the hedonist, I see the drinking here, and this frog is clean up the clutter, and we see a cup here. I feel like maybe you engage in things here that is distracting. Okay, so this person sees you, maybe the thing you're trying to create here or your engagement is also a form of distraction in some way, and that there is a need to clean up some part of your life here that is causing some toxicity here, maybe for you to see yourself in a way that isn't necessarily true. This person sees you as having a very good heart. This person sees you as someone who is very down to earth, somebody who has, like I said, a good intuition and an intellect, but you can also understand kind of the unspoken here. So good with the unspoken between connection. You can read between the lines. I feel like this person sees a potential here for you that you're not wanting to explore at all. And I also feel like this person wants to be here for you. I feel like this person has been here for you. I think this person has been supporting you in this vision, doing whatever they can to help just be there for you. But I feel like this person either has asked you to consider something different or to do something a little different here. And maybe, like, for some of you guys, like, I was picking up this change, like maybe there's been kind of with the lightning, like a stroke of genius in some way for you to have an epiphany of doing something different or being born in a different way here. Or I should say reborn in a different way, that's now through healing or your experience, you can now do things differently in some way here. This person almost feels like if they were to, I don't know, like there's almost like an unapproachable energy here. Like if they were to be completely open, honest, and I don't know if you guys were to come kind of from the same sort of, it's like an energy of unapproachable is what I feel, because of how much you value this thing, I guess, or this how certain and convicted you are with this thing, that it's like this person sees it as, it's like what's giving you your life, you know, and so they don't want to take away your lifeline or question your lifeline or make you feel doubtful about the lifeline, or maybe you get very defensive when they question this, or if there's any question about it. So it's almost like this person sees a greater truth here, that it's okay to question things, you know, it's okay to explore different things, to not have to get threatened here. And in lies maybe more truth, to drop anything here that isn't serving, rather than hanging on to things that isn't serving and creating more pain and suffering needlessly. This person feels like they have been kind of, I don't know, like either guiding you in some way or just being there for you. By being there, they're kind of like a guide because you have their support. So they celebrate you as a person, I feel here. The shepherd, celebration and family. And then here we have the lonely journey of the priestess, which is kind of like going through something alone, through a journey alone, where maybe we have to detach from everyone and everything in order to follow our path or our truth. And so, you know, the shepherd's definitely like a leader of people here. So I just feel like this person sees you as somebody who does have a conviction, who's doing something here, but might be stubbornly so, and shutting other things out is kind of what I see here. And so is it about the creation itself, or is it about chasing a fulfillment of sorts, is kind of what they're seeing here. That might never come to you. And that maybe by doing this, you are trying to fulfill a part of yourself here, even if it is providing a type of service to another, or putting your energy towards something external, that this person feels like it is maybe you trying to fulfill something within you that still has not been healed, still needs to be looked at. Parts of you that needs to be examined, parts of you that might be distracting self from reviewing this and letting go of what needs to be let go of in order to heal, in order to be free, and in order to know what is of value, that there is something greater, I think here, that you're deserving of, that's going to bring you more peace and more alignment than what you have found. Okay, I wasn't expecting to see this sort of thing, but maybe someone needed to hear that. I'm going to pull some tarot to see if there's anything further here about how this person actually sees you, thinks of you, feels about you, that Spirit wants to communicate, because I do feel I'm missing something. So Spirit, what am I missing? / what does pile number 1 need to know in this reading that I might not have made so clear? Thank you so much for this clear and concise message. What is pile 1's person, the person they came here about? How do they see pile 1? How do they feel? What do they actually think? All right, so we have the 2 of Cups. I am going to read them in the upright because that is what Spirit wanted me to do in the beginning. We have the Father of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. So Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. And finally, why is this Ten of Swords here, Spirit? We have the Chariot. Okay, Cancer energy, bottom of the deck, Sun of Swords. Under that, we have the Star, which is Aquarius energy. Sun, that's the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I was kind of picking this up in this energy, like this connection. It does feel very parental to me in some way, okay? Is kind of how I feel, and I think I mentioned that. This is the Father energy with the Father of Pentacles. It's the King of Pentacles. But I feel like maybe you haven't been able to engage or give to this connection. I feel there has been something that's ended in some way, or that this person feels left out in some way, that you haven't been able to give to this person. And there's been a lot of stress here and burden put on this connection, maybe due to the fact that you're focused on something else. So you guys have not been able to come together. And maybe that you have not been able to give to this connection, to allow things to move forward the way they're kind of supposed to be moving. That there is a way to find balance in your life to be able to still move forward with parts of your dream and your vision, but still be able to kind of engage here in connection. And maybe it causes a lot of conflict here because you guys might get into a lot of arguments about prioritizing, or maybe you showing up for this person. Now, like I said, crisscross roles. And for some of you guys, it could be, like I said, your own energy, but it could be how you're thinking. You see yourself in your higher self, what the actual reality is here. Okay, I know that might not make a lot of sense for a lot of you guys, but for some of you guys, this might make sense. Or something that's going to resonate in that way, that the truth of the matter is something deeper here. Okay, so back to how I was reading it. I do feel like there is a connection of great potential that is kind of put on the back burner or being sacrificed here due to a heavy burden of a displaced focus elsewhere on the creation or the career or the something. Okay, I don't necessarily see career so much here, but it's taking up a lot of time and energy. And it does seem a little bit like it could be used as the distraction here. Okay, I don't know what the truth is, because this was your own sort of how you thought this person sees you, and this is kind of how they're seeing you. So just take what resonates here. But I feel like there has been conflict and not seeing eye to eye here. But although I do feel there is a very solid support here coming from this person towards you in some way. And maybe that has been unwavering up until now. Maybe they've always been supportive, and maybe there's a question here whether this person will continue to support some sort of dream or vision, some sort of long-term vision you might have here. That's the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I do feel like I need a little bit more tarot here to get to the bottom of why we're seeing this, because there's something here I feel I'm still not quite getting. I hope you're getting what you need out of this, but Spirit, just a deeper layer here, more clarity for pile one. What are they needing to know? What am I missing in regards to how the person that came here about actually sees pile one? How do they feel? What are they thinking? A deeper layer here. Thank you so much, Spirit. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. Sorry, Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Cups coming out again. Okay, so I feel like whatever you're doing here might have been getting in the way in some way. This person is seeing it as something that is a little bit selfish here, and that's caused conflict. That maybe you're self-sabotaging something else, some other potential of being released from this thing that seems almost more like it's more torture than it is pleasurable. But that maybe you, I don't know, like there's something here about with the hedonist and the Nine of Cups. It's like I'm getting kind of drinking coming up again, but that distraction or like filling oneself up in a very unhealthy sort of way, which is a form of self-sabotage, but then maybe saying it's something that's needed and that you're pouring a lot of energy and time and effort into this thing, okay? And I don't know if this thing is part of the creation that is the distraction, or that the thing that you're creating here is the unhealthy thing that you're attached to in some way. But I mean, it could be unhealthy. Anything could be unhealthy if it's done to a degree here, as it's used to distract in some way. But that I feel like there's been a lot of conflict, but maybe this person also feels, I'm feeling here, like conflicted about continuously sort of supporting an endless sort of bottomless pit of something here if there is no lessons learned. Like there is this card coming up again, which is the Eight of Cups, walking away from something that is not emotionally satisfying because it is causing a lot of pain here. And I don't know necessarily, you know, the energy that I'm feeling is kind of mixed, because it's like I feel like this person's in pain watching you be in pain, but that you're in pain you know, out of a kind of a choice of your own. And I don't know necessarily, when I was reading what you think this person sees you, that you were picking up so much the pain so much, but I was picking up a little bit like at all costs, kind of like, but very stubborn in some way, or fixated on your conviction of getting something done here, which does cause pain to you and others because it felt like a solo mission. But this person feels like you might be lying to yourself in some way. And although it might be immediately satisfying in some aspect of your life, that maybe it is not emotionally fully fulfilling, and that you can be pursuing something that is like this connection more deeply, giving to this connection in a more balanced way, finding a partnership here for yourself. So whether it's with this person or just for yourself, to be in a relationship that brings you happiness, or to work with other people, let other people in, let other people help you, let other people work with you or guide you or provide a service to you, instead of having to do it alone or shutting people out where it's not balanced. And to be able to explore this, to pursue this without shutting it out if it does seem something different, or I don't know. So that's what I have. This is interesting. I don't know that I did it all that much justice, but I did read exactly it was what the energy was coming up here. So I'd like to know in the comments. Please note, I am giving away a free private reading, one per month for 2024. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, like, comment any video. I will be selecting at random. I hope it is you, and I will see you at the next reading. If this feels more like your own sort of perception of self, or your person, then you might want to go check out another pile, which could have how your person, or how you think they see you, and how they actually see you. All right, I'll see you soon. Hello, my beautiful pile 2. You picked the Murder of Crows Tarot. Don't know how much tarot we'll be using. If we need it, we will pull on it. If not, we won't be using it at all. However, I did pull the Oracle cards, and what we are doing is we're looking at the person on your mind, the person you came here about, and how you think they see you, what they think of you, how they feel about you. It could certainly be about the connection, however it does come up, but I do intend it being about you. And then how they actually see you, and what they think of you, and feel about you. Okay, so use your own intuition. This should confirm what you already know, should be nothing new. Don't force things to fit. And also crisscross energy if you have to, meaning this could be all about how you see your person and how they see themselves, okay? Could be your connection to self, higher self, lower self. I don't know. Use your own sort of resonance to gauge what this is about. And Yeah, let's take a look. So we have Magician. Magician is a Virgo Gemini energy coming through. We have Vampire. Light attribute makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Shadow attributes, depleting others for your psychic survival. Chronic complaining and codependency. So this is how you think your person sees you, thinks of you, okay? The Sleeper, cause and effect, clarity. We have Rooster. We have Wolf. Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, although I am also getting fire from this. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Firefly. Okay, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and I get fire as well from this just because the fire and all the orange. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, so Wolf and Firefly. We have the Siren, 20. It says, allowing yourself to be distracted from what you should be doing leads to procrastination, avoidance, and needless problems. Okay. Grieve. Aquarius energy coming from this one. The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. We have the Shapeshifter with 15. We have Separation, 70. Or the number 7. We have Believe. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time for the idea that's lived inside your heart to be brought into the world so others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life, and you will do exactly that. And we have 1 with suppression by a star being, suppression of a star being by hands unworthy. We have the star again, Aquarius energy coming through. We have the Impala, and it says, famous for its leaps of up to 32 feet long and 10 feet high, the Impala is a member of the antelope family in a race. Only the cheetah can catch it. To get rid of parasites such as fleas or ticks, the Impala allows small insectivorous birds such as red-billed oxpeckers to rest on its head. Okay, and then we have the Hungarian sheepdog, also called the Commodore. The Hungarian sheepdog is used to protect sheep flocks against wolves, bears, or stray dogs, but also against poachers. Besides, it looks like a sheep with brushed out hair. Its long hair sometimes forms dreadlocks called cords. It is not to be confused with the pulley, which is smaller in size. Interesting, it talks about wolves, and there's wolves here. Okay, let's put that there. I will pull maybe 2 tarot cards here. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. How do they think their person, the person they came here about, perceives them, thinks of them, or feels about them? Clear and concise message. Thank you so much. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. We have the 7 of Wands, and we have the Magician, and my email going off confirming Magician. Okay, Virgo and / Gemini ruling planet for Mercury. So how do you think this person perceives you? Well, there's something here about you kind of, it is mixed, but I don't think it's all that great, that how you see it. It's like this person sees like you're someone here who might have the ability to change something in your life that you might not necessarily be choosing to do. And so that you feel like this person sees you as someone who is suffering, or who's suffering here. And maybe who doesn't have a long-term vision, and you're kind of trying to feel your way through. Because you can only see so far ahead here, and that you're trying to do the best thing you can, by adapting, but that you are also in your environment has not allowed you to be what you can be here. I feel like you feel your person feels your environment's very restricting. And maybe things have ended between you and this person here at one point in time because of something here that I feel might have caused you and this person to go kind of separate ways, maybe, but not for all of you guys. For the bulk of you guys, I feel it's like this person, or you're seeing this person as seeing you as someone who needs to work on rebuilding yourself and creating a new version of yourself. And the only reason why you're kind of in the situation you're in is because you've allowed certain things to happen to you, or you've built your own sort of prison in some way. And then they also see a part of you that is kind of very independent, strong, but maybe a little bit stubborn in some way, or needing to do things alone, or having to do things alone, but you're also very kind of protective, maybe family orientated. Maybe you've protected this person, or have been sort of someone who provides a level of protection, who is fearless in some way, who stands up for family. But also I feel there is a loneliness here, and maybe there's also some ego involved here, and some sort of pride in not allowing self to do something here that maybe you're supposed to be doing, that you're kind of sleeping on yourself, that there's some part of you that's supposed to be awakened to something greater, and that you do have purpose, and that you could put energy towards this, that you should fight for some future here. And that yeah, like your environment isn't conducive, and that you might have things draining you, distractions, addictions, people, situations, environment, whatever it is that you're wrapped up in here is kind of keeping you stuck in some way. Although you feel like this person knows that you're not stuck, that you have the ability to do something here, and maybe that you have a sort of a unwavering faith that you'll do something here to make your life better, or yeah, that you're able to work within your environment to create a better outcome for you. And that whatever is restricting you, people, situations, addictions, environment, whatever this is, it's holding you back or down, and it's keeping you from your long-term vision. It's keeping you from what your long-term desire or hope is here. And so I don't know, maybe you and this person have separated because maybe there was a vision of a future here that never got realized, is what I feel like. This star is crying and this star is crying, okay, which is hopes, dreams, a vision for the future not realized because someone was held back in some way. And that there is a liberation to be had here, and maybe that you guys could be liberated on your own, separate from each other in some way. And that maybe you have some sort of very narrow vision, or you're only as good as the environment you're in. That you cannot move past it, or see past it, or navigate past it, because you're needing to deal with what's in front of you right now. And what's in front of you is dealing with parasitic, vampirish things that are feeding on your energy. And maybe you're avoiding something here, okay? You're avoiding dealing with something, so you're kind of adapting to it, trying to roll with the punches instead of facing something or taking the control, the tools, what you can do. There's something about intuition as well with the eye here. So maybe you feel this person thinks that you know better, or you have an intuition things could get better, or that the control is in your power, or that you have all the tools to do so. But maybe you're, I don't know, like trying to be the one to do it, or trying to do it alone, or be independent about it. Trying to navigate your way in the dark alone without allowing someone else to do it. Something about navigating to your own sort of demise here because of some stubborn energy. And that there is a rebirth here that's needed, that there's clarity that's needed, more certainty in regards to a potential future here that could be attained for you. And maybe that you do throw yourself in situations that don't do you good. And maybe it's out of trying to protect others, or just being kind of a martyr here, and maybe a family situation where you need to be the provider maybe in some way, or do something in some way that helps something move forward at your own cost. But that there is a future vision that you have here, that you hang on to, a belief or a hope that could happen one day that has not yet happened. And so it leaves you saddened. And that maybe you do get defensive here, making maybe a reason why you need to be here in some way, rather than fighting for where you should be going in some way. Okay, so this is what's come up here, what you think that this person sees about you, or perceives you, or thinks about you. And now let's take a look at how they actually see you, okay, from their point of view. So we have innocence, and we have the cartographer. It says a crossroads and exploration. And we have the musician, inspiration and gratitude. Beautiful. We have the victim, light attribute, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Shadow attributes, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. Saboteur, light attribute, highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Shadow attribute induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. That was that rooster energy. We have the griffin. We have the lamb. That's this innocence. This is earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn coming out again. The ruler, card number 13. 13 is all about transformation and death. The ruler. Sometimes you must create and defend boundaries to protect yourself from the invasive or other inappropriate behaviors of others. Boundaries coming up for a second time. We have love. Beautiful. More teardrops here. Love. We have not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries again, and still angry. Boundaries coming up for a third time. I'm going to put this here. There was something coming through here, sorry, about avoidance with this one here, okay? Something you're avoiding, and it could be maybe you're avoiding this connection, or maybe you're avoiding something in your life. You're certainly avoiding some sort of progress in your life here, and it could very well be this connection here. Okay, we've got avoiding here. We have the fault line, 69. And we have copper, 23, or the number 5. We have worth. You're being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case. However, you are worthy and you have inherent value. It's time to cherish yourself and see your true worth. It's time. Not today. You're being asked to move forward towards the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. It's time to bring it out and into the world. You're ready. It's time. Yeah, that's that dream, that star that I keep seeing crying, that vision. Your light, 51, or the number 6. 6 is the lovers in the tarot, which is all about a choice. And we have the gray seal. It says, living in the cold waters of the North Atlantic, this marine mammal has long, very soft white fur at birth. After 3 weeks, it is replaced by a shorter coat, which is more convenient for swimming. An opportunist, the gray seal feeds on anything it can find: fish, crustaceans, and mollusks. Okay, I won't pull any tarot here. There's a lot of what you were seeing here kind of coming through, but I feel like what you underplayed here is how larger than life this person sees your energy as with this griffin, okay? I think this person sees something in you you do not see in yourself. But what I feel this person sees here is that you are choosing to delay something here that you can do today. That you can choose your dream yourself to get out of an environment here that I feel you've been stuck in for some time. And that you are playing some sort of victim role here. Maybe subconsciously not knowing that you're choosing to be still stuck in something that you don't need to be. And that you would need to lay proper boundaries here in order to allow yourself the space here to go towards what you need. So either there's people in your life that are destructive, or like I said, there's a certain behavior here that you're engaged with that is destructive, but your environment is the biggest one here that I feel this person feels is keeping you small or not allowing you to go towards greatness. And they see a very innocent side of you here. Someone here who has a lot of potential, but can easily be taken advantage of because of the fact that you have a very soft, open, genuine heart, very trusting here. Okay, but I do feel like this opens the door up to people maybe taking advantage of you. And maybe because you're not very assertive or aggressive, you are easily taken advantage of. And that to empower yourself is something you're not doing or not have in you at this time, because you are this kind of soft thing. But they see you as someone here who is larger than life, that there is a side of you here that can make this choice today, that you're not choosing this, and that you're worthy of doing this choice. And maybe you're putting yourself behind others and behind something that's destructive, something that is slowly eating away at you and corroding you, that you need to maintain a level of maintenance in your own self-worth and your own dignity and your own giving to self first, and not putting yourself second or behind everything here. I feel a deep sense of love from this person, but this person also wants you to give love to yourself, and that maybe you have not been able to do this because your environment has kept you kind of, slowly eroding away at you, or adding some energy to you that makes it heavier for you to break free from. But you always have the choice to choose a different path in a different way. This person sees a future here for you to choose, but you remain kind of where you're at, trying to protect yourself and also guard yourself and work in that environment, but there's no need to stay there. This person sees you as someone who is creative, with the musician, so I think there's something about your creative aspect. Probably you play an instrument here that this person really sees in you as something they enjoy. I feel this person has a lot of gratitude for the creative side of you. This person feels like you're on the verge of maybe having a huge shift here, okay? Like something's going to give at any point, because the foundation here is already cracked. And that whatever you're building on or telling yourself is sort of built on some sort of keeping something alive or up that needs to crumble away and fall apart, because it is not built on something that is solid. It is built in an environment which it will not last, and that eventually things will come kind of tumbling down. And that they see, there's something coming through as they see that you have a dream of a bigger self, of some sort of way of you being in the future that seems so unreal, or maybe unrealistic to you. But this person feels like it's like you see it, but you don't go after it, or you're not doing anything to solidify and claim this. And so this person sees it as it's there for you to claim, and not to keep it as something that is this mystical fantasy, fantastical, is that a word? Some sort of fantasy that is unattainable for you, that you kind of envision as a fantasy, as a dream of what could be in some far away place. But that's not true. That's there for you to attain now. This person sees maybe that you, I don't know, like you have this beautiful light inside you, but that you're not using your inspiration and your fire to go after this. That maybe despite your environment, there's still a fire there inside you, that there is still a desire and a hope, although it is getting rained on and it's getting smothered and you're getting weathered away slowly by time here. Yeah, I feel like with all those stars crying, these roses crying, and it looks like it's kind of raining in the background behind this candle, and we see this umbrella here. It's like your environment is raining on you and it's eroding you in some way, and it's changing you. So we saw shapeshifter, so maybe it's changing who you are as a person into becoming something you're not. and that there is a way for you to elevate outside of this, that there's a way to rescue you out of this, but the only rescuing is you being your own ruler, you being your own person, you setting your own boundaries, staying true, not building on foundations that aren't going to sustain you. And with the seal, I mean, the seal goes in water and also goes on land. So I feel like maybe you've been in one environment when you're capable, much capable, more capable, equally capable, sorry, of going to some other environment and also thriving. And maybe there is a need to find balance here in your environment, but also to find a way to engage in a different environment so that you don't have to choose one or another, that you are able to still succeed and enjoy yourself by laying boundaries, by knowing kind of where to draw the line. Because I feel like there's something about you not maybe knowing where to draw the line and overdoing something that is toxic. And I do feel like this person thinks you're lying to yourself. And that maybe you hear what the truth is and you're observing and absorbing it, but you're not acting on it. These ears are sticking out, very big ears here. So I don't know, maybe you have big ears, or maybe you do a lot of listening. You do a lot of listening to music here, okay? I feel the ears are really sticking out to me, but I also feel like there isn't a lot of action. There's a lot of observing. There's a lot of taking in, absorbing, but not a lot of action, and maybe a lot of misconception. So not acting in truth, not acting at all, being kind of staying in a situation here which you do not need to stay in. And eventually there's, like I said, something's going to fall apart here. Okay, so this person is thinking now's the time for you to act. Now's the time for you to do something here. So this is what I have here for you. Pile number 2. I hope this helped you. That's how it came out. I don't know what the connection is between you and this person, but I feel there is a lot of love here. I see this person sees you as a beautiful soul here who is capable of something that maybe you don't see in yourself. And only you can find this in self, okay? So I see Moon as well, and Moon is about fear and having to look at her subconscious energy. So maybe there's something here subconsciously that you're not seeing. If this sounds like how you see yourself, it could be your higher self, lower self, and then there could be your person in another pile, or this could be how you see your person. All right, so if that's the case, then your person crisscross could be elsewhere. All right, I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 3. You picked the Pot Tarot. I cannot wait to get into your reading. Super excited to look at the person on your mind who you came here about, and how does this person see you? How they actually see you. But first we're looking at how you think they see you. All right, so what do you think that they see you as, feel for you, or think of you? And then we will look at what the reality of how they actually see, think, and feel for you. Okay, so this could be about you / the connection. I don't know what's going to come up. I do intend on it being mostly about how they see you. Specifically, not necessarily the connection. All right, so this should be confirmation. This shouldn't be anything new. If this sounds like it's not resonating, don't make it fit. And if this is more about how you see your person, then it could be that your person's energy is in a different pile. This could also be higher self. So how you think you see yourself in some way, but your higher self is knowing something different. Take whatever resonates for you. Okay, so let's take a look. We have the Hypocrite. All right, we have the Warrior. Light attributes: strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Shadow attributes: trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. All right, the Masquerade: hiding your true self and projection. And we have the Jellyfish. And we have the Crocodile. Water energy: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we have the Humorist with number 40. It says, The refreshing joy, exhilaration, and skills learned from creative play and laughter are their own reward and can help you solve problems. And we have truth. Wow. And we have engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitments, eternity, completion, and union. I feel like I'll put that there, and we'll put that there. Okay, we have the kiss with 60. And we have Kairos, and this is 76. And we have Neptune with number 9. And we have resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. And we have fear that the light will bring judgment, number 5. And we also have Toria trapdoor spider. Ugh. Living in burrows dug vertically in the ground, this small species of spider is found only in the United States. Its abdomen ends with a hard disc that looks like a mask. Interesting, we see the masquerade with the mask here. In the event of a threat, it sinks head first into its burrow to completely block the passage with its abdominal disc. Okay, what was coming through... because it says only in the United States. You could be living in the United States, and I know that's a big open door for anybody here, but that could be confirmation here, okay? Or the person here in which you're kind of coming here about. So I'm going to pull some tarot with the pot tarot. We're going to ask Spirit for a clear and concise message here for pile number 3 in regards to how does pile 3 think that their person, the person that came here about, sees them. We'll pull one more. Clear and concise message, Spirit. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. And thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm truly blessed. All right, so read them all in the upright. We have the Page of Buds. This is the Page of Pentacles. And we have the 2 swords, pipes, 2 of swords. And we have the 10 of buds, which is the 10 of pentacles. Okay. 2 of swords, 10 of pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles, 2 of swords. Okay. So lots kind of the same types of energy kind of was coming through, but there's a little bit of positive here, but there's also a lot of negative. So I don't know if you think this person sees you as someone here who is scared of being seen for who they really are here, okay? And like you're trying to keep maybe people out of seeing the true version of who you are. So specifically with this person, maybe you've shut them out, or maybe you've been aggressive towards this person, not allowing them to get close, and that there's part of you that is kind of being not authentic, because you don't want to be seen for a part of yourself here that, I don't know, that you just don't want other people to see. And so maybe you feel like this person understands some sort of truth about you, although you haven't been able to express this to this person. You do feel like this person sees you as somebody who is very strong, though, somebody who is sticking to your convictions. But I don't know, there's something here about fantasy and also timing, or like having to act in truth in some way, but also, yeah, like maybe some sort of fantasy or some understanding of something that isn't quite true here, and maybe you deflect maybe, you know, it's you deflect by maybe snapping, and if you don't snap at someone, like it's just your exterior is not allowing someone in, but maybe you use humor here to keep someone out, or that's how you see them anyway, and that you obstruct. You could obstruct, you know, movement if someone's trying to understand you or get close to you. It's like you can obstruct, but that you are also not, I don't know, with the Two of Swords, the Two of Pipes here, I just feel like there's like a indecision coming through on where you're supposed to kind of invest for a long-term thing, almost like you're not going from A to Z is what I feel, because this is like the Page of Buds. This is like the Ace of Pentacles. Well, it's the Page of Pentacles, but like it's like the Ace of Pentacles, because there's one pentacle here that would grow to a Ten of Pentacles, like the security, the stability, the long-term sort of plan, the plan ahead, you know, that builds some sort of empire for self in some way. But it's like you're like, I don't know, like choosing to have some sort of fantasy of what it could be like, or engage in energy that's not aligned with your long-term vision. So you're kind of reactionary rather than proactive. There is something coming through with the kiss, with connection here, and the engagement ring here with commitment, eternity, completion, union. Like, I don't know, do you feel like this person is connected to you in some very deep way here? That there is some sort of affection or commitment here towards this person, or that you feel that this person sees you having some sort of commitment towards them, but that your true self is sort of hidden somewhere, and that you're not strong enough to stand up for what it is that you're supposed to be doing for yourself, but that you're fighting some sort of battle here that you are strong enough to fight, that is, I don't know, like something else, or that you're deflecting something here. That maybe there is a truth that you're fighting for, a conviction of sorts, some sort of stance you're taking on something here, but when it comes to yourself and building something for yourself, that you lack some sort of standing in your own authenticity, that you're not taking action in some way, that you're not finding the way to feel your way through what that would be, that you get in your own way. And that maybe you're waiting for something to happen here, almost like you're praying for some sort of miracle to happen to change things, but you're not taking action. So that there could be some long-term plan here. And there goes my email confirming. Yeah, it's like there's a hope and a desire, but it's like not an inaction. So it's like, I'll wait for this miracle to happen, or I'll see a vision, or I'll pray for something here that's never really going to happen here. But there's such a conviction here that you feel or see that it's going to change things in some way, and then you'll act when the opportunity arises, or then you can make this decision, or then there will be peace, or then there will be an answer, or then there will be a pathway. But you're not making the pathway, you're not standing up for the pathway, you're not being authentic. And why the hypocrite here is, yeah, because I do feel like you're standing up for something, or that you are a very powerful person here, and maybe you have some sort of cause, or some sort of I don't know, thing here that you're fighting for, that takes a lot of strength and courage. But at the same token, with the hypocrite, it's like when it comes to yourself, you're lacking this courage, or this strength, or this ability to do what it takes for yourself, with the jellyfish here and this mask. And that you might get defensive if this is being pointed out. You don't want to be judged, maybe by this person or by anyone. That maybe you already know this, or need to do more self-reflection here, but I don't know, I'm getting hermit from this, Virgo energy. like introspection, going within to see some sort of truth here that maybe you're not wanting to accept. And I see the heart here. So maybe you're not wanting to accept the truth when it comes to self-love, self-fulfillment, self-connection with another, giving self-appreciation. I don't know, like committing to yourself. Yeah, this is a heavy commitment card, and so is this. It's like a future of commitment here that has to start from somewhere, but we need to open up the possibility. But there's like a not supporting this, or like just praying or hoping here in some way, or seeing some sort of vision but not acting on it. And being kind of frozen, I feel here. And like I said, this humorist here, maybe allowing, I don't know, like ourselves to stay detached by engaging in what doesn't really matter here, and maybe wearing a different hat than the one that we're supposed to be wearing here, or not allowing ourselves to get downloads from spirit as to what we're supposed to be doing. So this is how you think this person sees you, okay, or perceives you, or thinks about you. We're going to look at, oops, I don't want to put those there because we are going to use, I thought I had, yeah, I do, here it is. We're going to look at how this person actually sees you, okay? Keep in mind, this is their perspective, so it doesn't necessarily have to be how you are, it's just their perception, okay? So how they see you, what they think of you, and potentially could be how they feel about you as well. So we have the Illuminator. We have the Sentinel, determination and certainty. Oh, certainty, Illuminator. We have Engineer, light attributes, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Shadow attribute, reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. And we have the Unicorn. And we have the Buffalo, earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn coming through again. We have the Game Changer, how confident you feel about magic and change, especially your ability to magically change yourself and your situation is crucial. The Game Changer, 48. Or in the number 12. I will keep that like that. Okay, and then we have Romance. We have the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. Put these over here. And we have the Healer, 25. More serpents. We have the serpents intertwined here. It's all about healing, shedding the old, reddening. More serpents. Reddening is all about coming to life. All right, which is what this Phoenix is all about. This is essentially the same energy. We have pivot. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot even just a little bit? We have Justice, Libra energy, card 16 or number 7. 7 is the Chariot, which is all about movement and balance. Libra is also about balance. We have tentaclid flathead. Say that 50 times real fast. Tentaclid flathead. It says, a loner, the tentaclid flathead is found in the Red Sea and the Western Indian Ocean, with its flattened body and its sandy brown or green skin mottled with markings. It knows how to go unnoticed. Crouching on the sandy bottom, it keeps perfectly still, waiting for the fish and shellfish it feeds on. When one of them passes by, all it has to do is take a gulp. So this person doesn't see you nearly as kind of what you're seeing here, okay? Which was really, I don't know, kind of very down in some way. I feel like this person sees a lot of hope in you. Like, I feel like this person sees you as someone who has been potentially going through something in your life here that you're overcoming, that you're healing from, that you're being reborn from, that you're coming out of this full of life, full of wisdom, that your experience has given you some understanding, that now you see something different, that you're able to be certain about your future, and that you're now finding some sort of balance, but that you've had to change direction because maybe you were headed in some way towards something that wasn't working for you. I do feel like I'm going to pull some tarot here. Spirit, clear and concise. This person sees you as someone who is very solid, reliable, consistent, someone who can get through anything here. And Eight of Joints. This is the Eight of Wands. And this is the Nine of Wands. And one more. Okay, two more. The Five of Wands and the King of Wands. Wands. So lots of passion. So this person might see you as someone who is very, very, very passionate, but they see you as someone who is confident, somebody who's capable, somebody who is very attractive here with all these wands. Like, this person is definitely very attractive to you, and romance. So there is feelings here from this person towards you. Okay. Now, if you're not here about someone who is in your romantic field, then this could be somebody who sees a side of you here that is loving and is confident, is very attractive here out in the world. Okay. For those of you guys that don't resonate with that, but I feel like they see the conflict, or they see how you might have been conflicted at some point, okay? Or that there was maybe things getting in your way, but that you have the ability and the confidence to persevere, that there is a warrior spirit here about you, that you have pretty much the ability to conquer everything that you need, and that everything you've experienced here has given you the wisdom to move forward, and that you're very adaptable in some way because you're able to take your environment and use it to your advantage. But they do see you as having a breakthrough here. So maybe you've been stuck in something, but that you are moving forward, or that you're finding balance in your life, that you've healed a part of yourself, or you're doing a lot of healing in this part of yourself. They see you as someone who is very different from maybe the norm here, but that you've had to experience something different here. There is something here very spiritual. Maybe you're a pretty spiritual person, or that you see things very uniquely, but that you've had to change maybe the direction, like I said, in which way you were going. Something really coming through with confidence here, okay? So they really see you as someone who is very confident, secure, unwavering, very certain, very clear, very healing, because of your own ability to heal self. They see as someone who is fairly logical, so you could have heavy earth placements, but also very charged up. So this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, who is not asleep, who is awakened to their potential, who will use everything that they can in their environment to move forward, to get ahead, to do what they need to do in order to press forward, to heal, to shed everything that does not work, and to pull off an impossibility here that maybe you felt was impossible. They see you as having already overcome some impossible task. They see you as someone who has risen above something that was very impossible or challenging, that maybe other people would not be able to do or to believe. That you found a way. And not only did you find a way, but you continue to be in that energy of guiding yourself out of something with your determination, with your focus, with your confidence. And maybe they see you as someone who has some sort of pride here in wanting to do it alone. And maybe you're conflicted in letting this person in some way, or they might feel like, we saw the crocodile in here. This kind of looks like a crocodile, this tackled flathead. Yeah, it kind of looks like a crocodile there. I don't know if you can see. So it's like maybe what you felt was threatening or shutting people out, or kind of at any point you could snap in some way, or were just in some threatening energy. They see this as your ability to adapt in your environment so that you could survive in some way. Like they don't feel like you were in this way to threaten other people or to hurt other people. They see it as you being in this energy so that you're able and capable of doing what it takes to survive in some way, and that it is understood, and that they don't see it as something that's unjust in any way. This person, there's something coming through. Maybe they understand you because of their own healing, and maybe there's a part of you that's darker than this person in some way, but that you guys balance each other out. Because I do feel like this person is coming through here as someone who has had to heal through maybe something similar or their own thing. They're coming through as light energy. You're coming through as dark energy. Masculine, feminine energy here. But I feel like this person feels like you guys are a very good balance to each other. And this person sees that you're just rising, that there's something that you're going to be accomplishing here, that you're just getting started. And that maybe you're starting to communicate more than you have been in the past here, because I'm picking up something about communication with the Eight of Wands, but also all these cobras with the forked tongue coming out. So maybe difficult truths have not yet been communicated, but that there's might be a need to communicate, or that you're beginning to communicate some sort of truth here. And in order to heal, the truth has to come out. Communication has to happen in some way. And that there could be multiple truths. So this person sees you as someone who is very focused and determined. Nothing's going to get in your way. And they see you as a winner, as very confident, as winning. Maybe you are a smoker. Okay, I mean, this is the pot tarot, so maybe you do smoke, but and you might have some tattoos. This person sees you as someone who is very intellectual here, who puts a lot of thought into things, but they don't see you quite as reactionary as you thought that they saw you. Like how you react is kind of due to more of an understanding here that that you have in self, that you're needing to be in a certain way in order to overcome something here. This person also feels like you have healing abilities, that you're able to bring something with the way, maybe the way you communicate, or what you're able to do here allows other people to heal. So maybe you are helping other people who've experienced similar things. But I don't know, I just feel like this person feels like you provide a level of healing to them, or a level of balance to them. And maybe you guys have gone through toxic things together. It's kind of what I feel in some way, or understand the toxicity within each other. And can use this in a way, because I don't know, it could be codependent in some way, but use it for a way to ascend or pick each other up. So I don't know, I feel like this person feels like you pick them up, they pick you up, and it's kind of this spiral dance of ascension to become the greatest version of yourselves, to put in whatever sort of energy you're needing to build yourself up, and that you are building your future, creating your future. You're not giving up on self. You're resilient, and you're willing to fight. You're willing to step into whatever challenge here, because you're capable, and that you're having a breakthrough, and that there will be forward movement, and it's beginning, that you're ascending into this. Something about balance coming through yet again. So I do feel like maybe you haven't always been balanced, and it's been a challenge to find balance, to integrate maybe your shadow with your light energy here. And maybe, you've had to be someone you haven't always been. That's been very impossible here to be. to become, but that your unwavering dedication has allowed you to walk in that path, to allow you to see something here that maybe other people have not been able to see, and to provide this for other people. You were able to pull yourself out of this, but you could have chose to stay kind of stuck as a victim. All right, so this is what I see here for you guys. I hope this resonated for you. If this sounded more like, maybe, like I said, you see yourself, it could be high self, low self, or it could be how you see your person, then your person could be elsewhere. Keep in mind, I am still doing the free private reading. All you have to do is subscribe, like, comment on any one of my videos, and I will be pulling at random for all of 2024 monthly winner for the private reading. All right, so this is what I have for you. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful pile number 4. You pick the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot for your pick. I don't know how much tarot we'll be using so much as the oracles, but I pre-shuffled the oracle cards. We're looking at how you think the person on your mind sees you, thinks of you, feels about you, versus what they actually see in you, how they see you, what they think of you, and what they feel for you. Okay, so this could be your own sort of energy, meaning this might be how you see yourself, higher self, lower self. It could certainly be how you see this person and how they see themselves. But my intention is them and how they see you, okay? And your own idea of how you think they see you. This means, if you're tapped into your own energy, that your person could be in another pile. So just crisscross if you need to. Do not make things fit. This should confirm what you already know. All right, and yeah, let's take a look. So we have the Hiereth. All right, we have the Diviner, divine timing and evaluation. And we have the Scholar, investigation and research. And we have the Rebel, light attributes, challenges authority to effect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Shadow attributes, rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. And we have the Mallard. And we have the Moth, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have the Higher Self with 41. Interesting. Or number 5. It says, stop longing, still your mind, and allow your higher self to use its infinite resources to comfort and guide you to the fulfillment of your desires. Wow. Let's put that there. Stop longing, still your mind, allow your higher self to use its infinite resources to comfort and guide you to the fulfillment of your desires. All right, boundaries. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. For a lot of you guys, this could be higher self, okay? This could be the lower self, and then we could get from the actual reality here of higher self, okay? For some of you guys, that might be what resonates, but if you're wanting to see more about your person, it could be another pile here. Apocalypsis, 74, or the number 11, and the bridge, 38. The bridge, apocalypsis, okay. And we have coagulation with 66, or the number 12, or the number 3. We have abundance. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step towards receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Wow. We have hiding with 15, or the number 6. 6 is the Lovers in the tarot. Hiding. And then we have this blue whale. It says the largest living animal on earth. The blue whale feeds on krill and small crustaceans that it filters through its Belin heart plates covering its upper jaw. It spends the summer in polar waters, abundant in food sources, and travels to more temperate regions in the winter to breed. When it comes up to the surface to breathe, it projects a jet of air and water more than 9 meters, 30 feet high. Wow. Okay, let's pull a little bit of tarot here. I will ask Spirit to give us a little bit more here for pile number 4, clear and concise Spirit for the greatest and highest good of pile 4. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you so much, pile 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy. I am truly blessed. We have Judgment. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the 3 of Swords, and we have the Knight of Cups. I'm going to put that like that. I don't know. I do feel like this is higher self stuff here, but this, I don't know, maybe you do see someone seeing you this way. This is kind of very different. So what am I seeing here? It's like there's this image of you, a thing of you that you don't feel that you are. That you know you could be, or that you believe to be you. Like it's like this version of you that exists somewhere. Again, this is how you think this person sees you, okay? So take however this is coming out, but this is what's the message coming out. So there's this idea of you, there's this vision of you, this ideal, this way, but you're not fulfilling it in some way, or that you're not doing it justice in some way, or that what you're living here is opposite of this thing, and that you're needing to be or do something different here, and that, I don't know, like there's an intuition here, or that you have an understanding through your knowing, through your dreams, through your, like I said, intuition, that there's a greater version that you could be or do, that you're learning something here, but that nothing has taken place just yet because something's supposed to transpire in some way, that you're walking through some sort of journey, that you're going from one point in time to another, that you're transforming maybe to a greater version, and that life has challenged you in some way. There is a lot of pain here, but there's a lot of love here. And there is having to heal yourself from something that is left you broken, and that you are on this journey of getting from one place in your life that's been very challenging, that's left you feeling less than, or not capable, or just down, and that you've had to use this energy to fight against this so that you could go towards what you're supposed to be doing here, and that you are deserving of some abundance here, but you haven't attained it just yet. That your true self is kind of still stuck, or has been stuck, or hasn't been exposed yet because you've been dealing with challenges. So you've been stuck in some situation that's kept you not able to get to your highest version of who you could be. That your challenges have been keeping you stuck, and keeping you kind of engaged in feeding situations which weren't allowing you to rise or be free or be capable of what you could be, because there is this larger than life energy, something that's out of this world, that is almost dreamlike, that I think you, I don't know, like that you know that you are, or that you could be, that you could achieve, that you could get there, and that you will achieve, that you have the confidence to get there, and that you have not yet done this so much yet, because you're finding your way there. That you are creative, you're loving, you're giving, you're caring, and maybe you haven't always been so for yourself, so you've taken the rod end of the deal. You haven't poured that energy into self. You've been stagnant because of, again, your environment, or other people or situations here that didn't allow you to give to self. And so now there's this energy of you saying, screw it, I'm going to have to focus on myself, because I know that there is a part here of me that I could see as someone who could be something more, that hasn't yet attained this, because I've been in the shadows of something of my past experience. And that maybe I was trying to attain something for myself here that wasn't true, or that I thought I needed to be. And I was trying to make something happen. I was trying to, I don't know, like put a lot of my time, energy, effort to make something happen here. But obviously I'm at the mercy of divine timing. So whatever was supposed to happen might have not have happened. So it left me broken or sad or separated or saddened. So now I am trying to go towards what I always was supposed to do. Again, this is how you think this person sees you, okay? I could be victorious in some way is kind of what I hear, but I haven't done so yet, but I see it. I'm stuck, or was stuck, but I see that I was stuck, or I see that I was held back, or I see that I was hiding, but I don't have to be, and I am working towards not being this. Although I am not yet there, I am learning how to get there. And so I'm removing or stopping anyone from coming too close if I feel they're going to put me back to where I was, or cause confusion or chaos, or treat me less than I deserve to be treated, because I've already experienced that in my life. I do not need to experience heartbreak again or feeling lost. But there is a me that I am grieving. There is a me that I feel I might have thought was me that's never existed, that I had to understand might have not have been a true me, or that I was afraid or unable to let myself shine because it wasn't conducive to my environment in some way. So I might have had to rebel or push against what I was going through here in order to find myself. And maybe it took a lot of pain here, and that I'm still suffering in some sort of lesson of pain, but I'm trying to find out how I can get there. So either you haven't got there yet, or you're wanting to get there, you're trying to find a way to get there. So I don't know, either maybe also you're a writer, maybe you put lyrics together, or my stomach's gurgling, but there's a plan here, or you have a plan of action in some way, and maybe you haven't always had it, and this is driven from some sort of dream that you had, or a knowing that you have, or just because of an experience that you had that really profoundly changed sort of your mindset here, because it left you wanting more for yourself, or knowing that you deserve more, or knowing that you are more. Yeah, and that you're having this realization. Okay, so this is what I'm getting here. And we're going to look at how this person then actually does see you. Wow, that was, I don't know, like, that sounded to me like kind of a way how someone would see themselves. But like I said, that's up to you. So this is how this person actually sees you, okay? Thinks of you, feels for you, whatever is going to come through here. So we have the dreamer. We have the forgotten, missed opportunities, fear of failure. We have thief, light attribute, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Shadow attribute, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. We have the skunk. We have the owl with air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the angel, 47, or the number 11, and it says, you may soon encounter a person or events that will benefit you in ways that seem to have angelic origins. You may be called to be an angel. Wow. Okay. We have fire, and that does say liar, but it's fire. This always gives me 4 of Wands. Energy, or rite of passage. We have twin flames. Oh my goodness. Yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. And we have Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. Okay, Venom 63. The Venom 63, or the number 9. 9 is the Hermit in the Tarot, which is Virgo energy. Okay, we have yellowing with number 14, or the number 5. We have Jupiter, number 6. 6 is the Lovers in the Tarot. Lovers is Gemini energy. Jupiter rules the planet of Sagittarius and Pisces. We have slow down. Life isn't a race, nor is it a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease. And we have predictions of growth with 36, or the number 9 coming out again. And we have the Brazilian tree hopper. Oh my goodness, that makes me want to scratch it. It says, according to scientists, the strange balls on top of this member of the Macrocide family head were once a third pair of wings. During the course of evolution, being of no use for flight, they transformed themselves till they became unrecognizable. This shape, at least, has the advantage of intimidating predators. Oh my goodness, you guys, this reading, I'm going to say, I don't think this is a person here. I feel like this is spirits or higher self coming through with a very profound message. If you were seeing yourself as this energy that I read, and you resonated with this experience, this journey, this pain, this divine timing thingy that seemed to be, I don't know, like you learning some lesson here through dreams, intuition, like this sounded like a journey, you know, of an experience here. And this is showing kind of an outcome, kind of like a confirmation, affirmation here, that what you dreamt of and what you were kind of aiming towards here is coming true. Okay, that it's come out of great challenge here, and that there's been a lot of things that have transpired here that have been poisonous, but because of this poison, it's allowed the things to die that needed to die with the yellowing. That there's parts of you that have had to completely be choked out in some way in order to die off. And so I feel like there's still a little piece that's kind of dying off in some way. But other than that, I see like this whole new world that Spirit is showing here, that you're opening up to this larger than life energy. It's almost like you knew with the whale, with this like big energy. Because I feel like you had to go through a missed opportunity. You had to experience loss. You had to experience venom. You had to experience hurt. You had to die. Okay. And I mean, this is not literal death. Spiritual, figurative, ego death, soul sort of work that you've had to do. And maybe you were on some sort of, 3D timeline here that you wanted certain outcomes to happen in a certain pace that never happened because you knew it was divine timing. So the universe caused you to slow down. The universe caused you to put an end to things that needed to die out. The Four of Wands is my twin flame cards. Right beside the twin flame, right beside the Cupid's arrow, right beside this predictions of growth. I feel like there is a connection here that is a twin flame soul connection here that is bringing in abundance, that I feel like maybe you have experienced a lot of pain with here. And that this encounter with this person or events that will benefit you in ways that seem to have angelic origins, that you are forever changed by this experience. Meeting someone, and this is interesting because this ties back to my collective message at the beginning of this reading. We meet people to be catalysts in our life, and they have profound changes in our life, and sometimes we completely change because of another person, and not because they make us change, but because it allows us to serve as a mirror to cause great change in our life. And I feel like you are experiencing or have experienced something here so profound that it's changed you, and you might not even recognize yourself. And that the potential that you always had might have been stolen from you at one point in time, that the universe had to come to show you that you aren't forgotten, that it hasn't been taken away, that the dreamer and the life inside of you is still there, that it needs to be activated, that there's something here that you're coming into this rite of passage of self, the purpose you've been called to do here through an experience, through your understanding and your wisdom of this. Although it is painful, it is something that stays with you, that you're able to use to protect yourself, but also to have a better, deeper understanding of spirituality. And I do feel something very angelic here, because you are closer to God. You're closer to source. You're closer to a spiritual thing here that I feel at one point maybe you weren't so tied to. And it gives a lot of abundance here in your life. And it's also allowing you to manifest and bring in abundance towards you. That there is a lot of growth here that's happening in way of abundance that you are manifesting. And so I feel like this experience has been something that has changed you from who you were with the extra wing here, and over time and evolution, it's changed you to someone different. And this could happen over several of lifetimes. But I feel like in this lifetime, something happened that was so profound that has changed you significantly. And so sometimes it was something that could take someone many, many lifetimes. It might have only taken you this one lifetime to heal a whole bunch of parts of you, to morph you into some true being of who you're really supposed to be here with this angel. And so these are both cards of, this protecting itself, and same with the skunk. So I don't know if you've been in protective mode, and maybe you are protecting yourself because of an experience that you had and you've had to slow down. But Spirit is letting you know that all of the things here that you've experienced have been in order to shed a part of you, so that a part of you was not taken away from you by conditioning, or taken away from you. I mean, nothing could be taken away from us other than us not seeing it. And we can go lifetimes without seeing our potential, lifetimes without seeing who we truly are, lifetimes without chasing opportunities that are meant for us, by just being ourselves, by manifesting it, by knowing that we are capable, by not fearing that we'll fail, but just being open, by chasing our dreams. The Cupid's arrow, and then we have all these arrows. I feel like there's some sort of aim you have here that you've been aiming for, that you're about to land. You're bringing it in towards you with this huge shift. And I feel it is because of the soul work you've done by meeting this person, whoever this person is that you came here about. Like I said, I don't feel as though this is how this person sees you, but it could certainly be however you're resonating with this. Okay, but this is how this message is coming through. And something else is coming through here with the venom, the skunk, and this protective thing here that's, I don't know, that's has this shape to intimidate its predators. Maybe your experience might have put you in a position here, and maybe this is the final, because the yellowing, it hasn't quite died all yet. It's dying off, okay? That maybe there's one sort of lesson here still that needs to be kind of explained or attained or understood. And once this sort of is understood, that we don't need to be protective, we don't need to fear what our experience has happened here and be guarded in a way. Yes, we have discernment, but I feel like there's a need to not block things out, to not use an experience here to keep us bitter or angry or protective or guarded. To use this to open our heart up, to use this to grow, to treat other people in a way of openness and love, like an angel would, like we would treat some ourselves, because we are all one, or like we would treat our twin flame from an unconditional soul space here. You're coming to this rite of passage, and I feel like there is something here that is igniting. And from after the yellowing, we go into a stage where we are reborn, okay, into who we're truly called to be. And I feel you're bringing some sort of healing spiritual work in other people's lives. It could be one person's lives or many people's lives, but your true calling of something here. And I think the aim here towards what it is that you're trying to attain or achieve is rightfully yours. And I feel like the stability you are seeking The union you were seeking, this is all about union, is coming. That it cannot be taken away from you. That it is not something that you've been forgotten or left out of. That Spirit does know exactly who you are, and that you're becoming very attuned to who you are. And that your dreams are profound, and that you have a knowing here that comes in way of not the matrix, okay? That comes in way of dreams and intuition and understanding, synchronicities. And Spirit wants you to use this wisdom, not to forget this experience. My phone is ringing. I will be back. It was just a telemarketer. So Spirit wants you to remember to use this experience as something that you've learned, but not to learn to be angry. And I don't think you will be, but I feel like this is kind of a final lesson here, and maybe something hurt you, or maybe there's still some part of you here that's guarded or defensive in some way, okay? And I do feel like it has to do with potentially the person you came here about, because why would this message come up the way it did? But it's coming up the way it did, that Spirit wants you to remember the lesson of experience here. And it wasn't an experience to hurt you, and it wasn't an experience to cause you pain. It wasn't an experience for you to take away pain and then just mosey on along. What the experience here was to provide you with wisdom and an understanding of who you truly are. And everything that hurt was what was actually not real. The pain was you dissolving what wasn't real in your life. The pain was stemming from letting go and shedding light in areas of yourself that has been developed over time and conditioning that was not aligned with who you truly are, and the gifts of who you came here to be. And this would have never have been revealed to you had you not experienced what you experienced. So to be very thankful and grateful and appreciative of even the pain, because it is through the pain that we experience that we see. And that the Spirit doesn't do things to hurt us or to, I don't even feel it's lessons so much as it is contrast. Because without pain, we don't know what true bliss and joy is. Right? Suffering and fear and anxiety and control and lack, that's all the opposite of love. So in order to really understand an unconditional love, we experience lack, fear, anxiety, a need for control. Okay, so I feel like there's something here about you learning a lesson of not controlling destiny, you not controlling timing, you allowing things to unfold, and Spirit saying you are not forgotten. You have not missed anything. So if you have not attained something and you feel you've missed it, you feel like the universe forgot about you. You feel like it's been taken away from you. And so now you're just trying to be reborn and pick up the pieces in some way. And you're like, okay, that was that. And now let me continue on. But Spirit's saying, no, you have not been forgotten. The arrow is aiming towards something that you've been aiming towards. You have not missed an opportunity. It's not taken from you. It wasn't pain just to cause pain. That there is something very like a miracle here, like an angel coming in here. And it could be your own presence elevating to this, that's going to bring in the abundance, that's going to land here what it is that you've been aiming for. And I feel like you haven't been able to experience the abundance. All I feel you have experienced is the pain and things dying off and the shitty parts. And being left with an experience and thinking, okay, right? But Spirit is saying, look at the abundance that is coming towards you, that you're going to be able to choose. With the 6 and the lovers, you're going to be able to choose your own abundance and path. Everything will come to you. It's your choice. The growth that's going to happen with you is your choice here, because there is this energy of you now having the experience and the understanding and the knowledge and the wisdom to make things happen, to solidify things. This is security, stability. This is security, stability. This is being very targeted here, okay? And abundance is coming through very heavily here. It's a blessing with Jupiter. So this is what this message is. I hope this resonated for you guys. If this wasn't kind of what you wanted to see, you might want to click on another pile, but I feel like this was needing to come out. And if this is how your person sees you, then oh my goodness, I don't know. You'll have to let me know how this fit into your own sort of storyline, because it is very profound here. Okay, very profound here. And I can't help but notice, and I know I always say this for those of you guys following me, like the artist here confuse their F's with L's, and liar right beneath or above the venom. And a lie could be venom. Something about, maybe you were told a lie, or maybe you believed a lie, or maybe you still believe in a lie. Something about a lie that causes poison. And this needs to die off, or has been something you've been trying to kill off. But don't hang on to venom. Don't hang on to something that might be untrue here as a lie. If we believe ourselves to be limited, or if we believe something to be taken from us, or we believe we're forgotten, or we believe we've missed something. Don't believe that that is a lie. You have not missed anything. You're whole and complete. Okay? There's a need for truth and honesty. And if you have been lied to, know that there is some wisdom to be had here. And I feel like with the air here coming through, as with the owl and this fire, it's like air stokes the fire to ignite something here. I feel like something's being ignited. I do feel I need to pull some tarot, actually, because I'm not quite sure why this came out. And I just want to ask Spirit, is there anything I'm missing? Like, why is pile 4 seeing this message, Spirit? Clear and concise. What more do they need to know? What am I missing here in regards to, I will ask again, the person they came here about, and how they actually see pile number 4. We have the High Priestess, beautiful intuition. That is Cancer energy. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups. Why is this High Priestess here, Spirit? We have the Queen of Cups, beautiful. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the Six of Pentacles, and one more. And we have the Five of Wands. Oopsie, sorry, that was loud. I got bums here I gotta hide. Okay, so Spirit is showing you birthing something here, and I think something is coming here, okay? You're this beautiful Queen of Cups, birthing something, creating something out of love, out of an unconditional love, maybe experienced by meeting this person, this twin flame, or this experience, this journey. You're birthing something out of love, something very creative here. Okay, and I feel like maybe you don't see it yet, or maybe you haven't seen it, but you intuitively knew that there was something you're supposed to be creating here with the High Priestess. So I feel like you're on this journey. You're exploring what this is, and now the universe is giving to you, I feel, okay? With this Jupiter, you're now ready to receive the blessings here that is coming towards you, because we don't experience challenge just for the sake of challenge. There's a reason why we're balancing things out, and I feel like something's coming towards you to give to you. And I feel like it is something that you couldn't have even dreamed of. Something very out of this world, I feel. And it is your choice. And that was coming through, like I said, with the Lovers, or the 6. It's your choice, because I feel like the world's your oyster. There's abundance that's going to be in front of you, and you're going to have to choose. And you could choose whichever way you want, because I feel it's coming towards you. And you might start to question, but Spirit is saying fall back on your wisdom, fall back on your experience, that there's no need to be conflicted. And if you are ever feeling conflicted or muddled or not quite sure which path to choose, Spirit is saying that there is no need to stay in conflict, that you can lean in on what you've experienced here as your understanding to make the right decision for yourself. I do want to pull clarifier here for the Seven of Cups and also for the Five of Wands. So Spirit, why is this Seven of Cups here? Why is this Seven of Cups here? We have the King of Wands. That is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Five of Wands is clarified by the Hermit, Virgo energy. So, yeah, it's like what Spirit it was showing me was it's your choice to choose with the King of Wands. Like the King of Wands has confidence to go after and gets what he wants. There's no second guessing. That you have a whole bunch of options here. That there is a confidence about you to attain what you need. To get what you want. To accomplish what you're needing to accomplish here. And if you are conflicted, or if there is a challenge or struggle here, or you're feeling like you're having to compete for something, there is a need to kind of, like I said, go back to who you know you are with this Hermit, because Spirit keeps hammering home, like, don't forget the lesson here. Don't forget your wisdom and the experience that is only found within you. When you truly understand self, when you truly understand what's important to you, do you then know how to make a right decision? Do you then know how to choose wisely? Do you then find the confidence to choose wisely, despite maybe things being confusing or you're not seeing? Because sometimes we don't see things right in front of us, and we have to use our intuition. And so we have to make blind decisions, but be confident in these blind decisions. Because the King of Wands is confident that he's choosing wisely, but he brings a bunch of abundance towards him. And he doesn't back down in the face of competition or challenge. And to maintain your understanding here of what you've experienced is something that's true for yourself. All right, so let's just pull 3 more as kind of final words, Spirits. Okay, thank you so much, Spirits. Can we get final words then? Why are they saying this message? 3 cards here. What is this final message? We have the Queen of Coins. It's the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Heavy Virgo coming out. And we have the 4 of Swords. And one more. And we have the Death. Okay, Scorpio energy. It's been so challenging, I feel, and maybe you've been really reflecting what's it worth. Like, this 4 of Swords is all about having to reflect, having to heal. The Hermit is all about introspection, removing ourselves, having to understand, having to heal. The Death is about spiritual transformation, having to go through a lot of pain in order to be reborn. So I feel like you haven't experienced the joy yet. You haven't experienced the abundance yet. Okay, and so I feel like what Spirit is showing here is that this wasn't all in vain, that there is a greater truth here that you're about to experience. And that I feel like you are somebody who is capable of doing things on their own, who is not needing anybody else, who is a very grounded, intuitive, creative, compassionate person here who's able to birth something and foster it. Okay, because these are both like mother cards, like the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Coins are the 2 most compassionate energies here when it comes to the queens of mother energy, of nurturing and taking care of. And so I feel like there's a need to take care of self, but know that you can pick yourself up from anything here. And that you are shifting, you are changing, you are shedding everything that no longer serves you, that doesn't serve a purpose here. And it has been very lengthy, but that the truth that you hung on to remain hanging on to an understanding here that you have, although you might not see it at all times, although it might be very painful and the experience has been painful, for you to know that you are changing and things are changing, and everything that's no longer serving can no longer be around when you completely shift into this new energy. All right, so I think, I don't know, maybe you guys were needing to hear this as a confirmation, but that's what I have here for you guys. And now I will let you guys go. If you felt this was not what you wanted to hear, you might want to go check out another pile. And please keep in mind, I will be pulling at random from the comments section for a free reading. So all you got to do is comment and be subscribed, like any video, because I'm going to be just any video of mine going to that to pick at random. All right, so thank you so much, and I wish you guys the very, very best. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.